So Brian, thank you for taking the time today. I really appreciate you taking the time out and sharing your experiences with us. Just want to say it's been great working with you so far. And I would like for you to tell the audience a little bit about you and your firm and what is it that you do.
Hi, thank you. I started Strategic Cyber Solutions, officially kicked it off in 2013, supporting U.S. federal government in cybersecurity work, and we've helped out a number of different organizations throughout the years.
Got it. What did you do, in terms of your taxes and filings and planning and whatnot before you were working with us?
Yeah, so up until working with your firm, it's always been very reactionary. We've always just waited till the end of the year, like everybody else, and we filed our taxes and we crossed our fingers and hoped that we wouldn't have to pay too much at the end of the year.
Got it. And at what point did you have this epiphany that something was wrong in the way you were doing it and something was not working, something's not right? When did you have that realization?
The last probably 4, even 5 years. I didn't really like how at the end of the year I didn't know what I was going to owe or make. I don't like surprises, so every year I kept thinking, well, we'll just do a little bit better at the process, but it was still last minute.
Got it. And then how long was that wrong for? Like, how long did you let that drag out? And how much do you think it costed you over the period of the 4 years that you're sharing with us?
Yeah, like I said, probably 4 or 5 years, it kind of felt like it wasn't quite right. It's hard to say, I don't know how much we might have saved. I think there's considerable amount of savings the way we're kind of doing things now, being more proactive, but I can definitely tell you the last couple of years we've been hit pretty hard with taxes, so it really, really forced us to make a double look.
Got it. And what changed through working with us?
So I would say it's completely different approach. I mean, we right from the beginning, working with you and your team, it's been very hands-on. There was a little bit of effort up front, but it was good effort. We've been trying to, working to get ahead of the curve instead of being behind the curve. So we had to play a little catch up, and now we're on offense. It's really, been 180. So, I feel like we're driving forward with the taxes instead of being reactionary. So it's totally different.
Got it. And how did you as a business owner changed by working with us and everything, the way we do things and whatnot? How did you change?
Yeah, so there's a sea of different providers that provide tax services. You never really know, who is going to be the best support for you. So it really seems like a luck of the draw sometimes. So it's been kind of a challenge, finding your team. But what's really changed, I think, for me, I could say, is that my philosophy, looking at it a little bit differently. I knew there was something off, but I didn't really think about it in terms of being proactive. I always thought we could do this at the end of the year, so I didn't really think much was off until I kind of started talking to you and looking at your approach. And now, even though there was, like I said, there was some work up front, I don't mind it because I know it's all going to benefit my company.
Right. It's really all about being proactive. And here's what I tell business owners: if you put just 10% of the work towards this side, the ROI is just going to be 10 times that. Great. And how much savings would you say we have identified for you so far in just a few months that we've been working together?
Yeah, so it looks about just for this year, it looks about $70,000 in tax savings, roughly.
Wow.
So,
wow. Great.
Yeah.
And again, it's stories like this that gets us up in the morning, gets us to, get a result for the client, see the changes and the transformation. It's really stories like yours that allows us to do a good job for the clients. Great. You've been on this side now. I know when you first started, you were on the security side of things, and when we projected the savings for you, obviously this is, the eyebrows start going up, where is this real or not? And you took the entire journey with us, right? So now that you're on this side, and what would you say to the other business owners who are considering tax planning services? And sometimes the savings just look unreal, and a lot of times it's because of the size of the business, the tax rates, and where they are in life, and how much is wrong with their tax planning. But when you present these kind of numbers, sometimes it ends up looking unreal. What would you say to those business owners?
Well, it's a good question because it's a hard decision to change from a firm. We were with probably one of the top 5 or 6 firms in the country, and I had a lot of comfort in kind of the brand name of the firm. I was working with a very good individual, but he had since became a partner, and over the years, just kind of felt like we had less kind of personal touch. And I would say that while the numbers did seem high and your firm was kind of promising a lot, I just kind of looked at you as a person, your personality. You came across as someone very trustworthy, and your team. And as I've gone through the process, being in cybersecurity, I'm very not very trusting of people and intentions. So I just kind of watched things, and I felt like our relationship grew, and we developed a good trust on both directions.
Awesome. That is so great to hear, because I know you were coming from the security background, and you were all skeptical about a lot of things when we started working together. And I had to hold your hand, explain you a bunch of stuff. But I'm just so excited that now you feel this way. And I think we'll continue to knock the ball out of the park for you. How do we differ from your previous accountant, would you say?
Well, you take more of a team approach. A lot of things that were happening with the other firm was kind of more, I think, on the back end. I didn't have any visibility into it. I had one person to contact, and again, he was very competent CPA, but we just did things kind of, hoping that there was some kind of regulation or code change that we might be able to take advantage of at the last minute. And so, I didn't really have a good understanding or clear plan of what the year was going to look like. So it really, if I'm going to get bad news, I'd rather just know up front and prepare for it, for the year, as opposed to scramble and make things try to happen. But it's been very positive so far with your team.
Great. Thank you for that. And
Yeah.
out of everything that we've worked together over the past few months, if there was just one thing that you had to say you absolutely love about working with us, what would that be?
I would say the clear, organized approach at the types of different tax strategies that you're building out. I can read about them, and I can also listen to some of your videos in terms of how to respond to them. So it's very clear. And I'm running a business, and I'm in cybersecurity. I'm not a tax professional or expert. So some of this, I might get 1% of it or 2% of it. So it really helps to kind of clear things up on what you provided. So thank you.
Got it. Well, again, thank you for taking the time today. I'm excited in terms of our relationship and how we have progressed so far in terms of working with each other. And I look forward to working with you for the next few years.
Sounds good. Me too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.